kind of a mother would miss her own daughter's funeral.
Vicky?
You can hate me all you want, but I can't tolerate you neglecting your own child.
Wait a minute. I never had any children.
You're lying. I feel sorry for Julia, who died at the age of only 5.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't even know this poor girl, Julia.
I hear you didn't take care of your child because of your work. I cannot believe you. You don't deserve to be a mother.
Whose child is she?
Of course. She's the child between you and my son.
Tucker and I divorced 7 years ago.
What?
We informed you about our divorce, remember?
Yes, but my son told me that you guys didn't get divorced after all and decided to start over.
No. We got divorced and we've never seen each other since then. It's been 7 years since we last contacted each other, too.
The reason you wanted to get a divorce was me, right? Because you hated me. I heard you two got back together on the condition that I never get involved with you again.
What kind of reason is that?
So, I decided not to contact you anymore. But when I realized you missed your own daughter's funeral, I couldn't just let it go. So that's why I texted you.
I've never disliked you, Vicky.
I see. Then, is it true that the two of you got divorced?
If you still doubt me, I can show you a copy of the divorce certificate.
No, I believe you. Come to think of it, you're not the kind of person who would leave her own child with me without saying thanks or never come pick her up herself.
Then, who is the mother of the child named Julia?
I don't know. She wasn't even at the funeral.
By the way, what was the cause of her death?
A car accident. Tucker says she suddenly broke free of his hand and ran onto the road.
That's terrible.
Julia was a good girl and would always listen to us, never causing trouble. Most kids around her age are more naughty, I hear.
She was a smart girl.
I looked forward to seeing her going to school.
But would such a well-behaved child run out onto the street without a reason?
She may be smart, but she was only 5 years old. Maybe she found a pretty flower.
She liked flowers?
Yeah. She seemed to know more about them than I did. It looked like she was studying the flower meanings too.
Actually, I have some knowledge about flowers too. What kind of flowers did Julia like?
Clovers, lobelias, carnations, hydrangeas. She said her favorite was the black lily. What's wrong?
Nothing. Were there any other things about her that were peculiar?
There was something weird about the way she walked. I tried to correct it over and over, but she couldn't. Why would you ask such a thing?
These things about the girl bother me, including her favorite flowers.
How does that bother you?
A mother who doesn't take care of her child and doesn't show up for her child's funeral. A child who was too well behaved. A car accident where she suddenly ran onto the street. This can't be a coincidence.
Don't tell me that.
Maybe I'm overreacting, but I have to look into her mother just to make sure.
I'll ask Tucker.
Wait a minute. If you ask him, there's a risk that he'll deceive you again. Besides, you must be feeling down about Julia, so you might not be able to think straight.
That's true. My son knows me well, so it must be easy for him to deceive me.
I will look into it.
I feel bad to involve you, since you have nothing to do with this.
It's okay. I regret not contacting you all these years. I just thought you might be annoyed if you got calls or texts from me who wasn't family anymore. But I should have anyway. I'm sorry.
I'm the one who should be apologizing for mistakenly accusing you of something you never did. I'm sorry, but it'd be helpful if you looked into it.
Leave it to me. Next day.
Prepare 100K within a week.
What the? I didn't expect to hear from you after 7 years.
My daughter died.
Her name is Julia, right?
How do you know about her?
Your mother told me. Whose child is she?
It doesn't matter. I need 100K for my daughter's funeral. Just hand me over the money.
Huh? Why would I?
Because my child is your child too.
Are you crazy? You and I divorced 7 years ago. Remember?
So what? Kids are a nation's treasure. That means they're your treasure too.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. And even though we're divorced now, we've been married once. It's common sense to at least donate some money for the funeral of your ex-husband's child.
No, this is not surely common sense. I've never met the child, and it's been 7 years since we've last talked. Besides, 100K for a funeral is too much.
I arranged my lovely daughter's funeral to be spectacular.
Then pay it yourself.
I heard your company is doing well.
Why would you bring up my company all of a sudden?
100K is nothing to you. Just enough for an allowance for a kid, right?
No, of course not.
If people find out that you won't even pay a penny for your child's funeral even though you're a company CEO, what do you think would happen?
Are you threatening me? I've never had a daughter.
Most people don't know that. They're all idiots who believe what they read on the internet.
That's slander.
You can sue me all you want, but you can't stop your bad reputation from spreading.
Oh no.
I'll give you 3 days to prepare the money. I'll meet you at West Park, 3 p.m. Be sure to bring 100K.
You want me to hand it over in person?
That's right.
There's no way I can carry that much money.
Put it in a suitcase or something. If you don't show up, you know what I'll do, right? Be sure to come.
3 days later.
Hey, it's time. Why aren't you here yet?
No way I'm going.
You've got to be kidding me.
Why should I pay for someone else's daughter's funeral when I'm not even close to them?
I guess you don't mind losing your company then.
Wait a minute. There's someone I want to invite to our chat.
Huh?
How dare you deceive me, you idiot son?
Mom?
I invited your mother to show her how pathetic you've become.
Damn it.
I heard the reason you guys got divorced was because you had an affair.
Oh, crap. I told you not to tell Mom.
That's because you're always lying to her.
I can't believe you cheated on Talia, who was such a wonderful wife to you. Plus, I heard your affair partner was only 20 years old at that time. What an idiot you are.
Talia's not young, and she makes more money than me, so that makes her lack in charm. Men are attracted to young, cute girls who they feel protective of.
I thought I gave birth to a human being, but I guess he turned out to be a beast living on instinct alone.
I don't care about the affair anymore. The problem here is that you lied to your mother about our divorce. Explain why you lied to her.
Genevieve got pregnant, so I had no choice but to pretend it was you who got pregnant.
Genevieve is the girl you had an affair when you were married to me, right? You could have just told your mom you were remarrying her because she got pregnant.
But you don't like shallow girls, right, Mom?
I don't like people who lack focus and maturity.
See? Genevieve has 7 piercings. She's got a lip-to-ear chain. She even has big tattoos on her body. You would never allow me to get married to a girl like that.
I would have told you to take responsibility if I knew she was pregnant with your child, no matter what kind of looks that girl had.
That's a lie. You would have definitely been against it.
But that's no reason to lie that Julia was the child between you and Talia.
She's right. Why did you have to pretend she was my child?
Well, Genevieve gave birth, but never took care of her.
What? Then why didn't you take care of her?
There's no way I can take care of a kid.
She's your daughter, you know.
All I could do as a father was to ask Mom to take care of her. I thought Mom would happily agree to take care of her if I told her she was Talia's child.
It's true that I was willing to help out Talia by taking care of Julia as much as possible. But I can't believe you lied and used my kindness to your convenience.
I'm sorry, but I'm devastated that I lost my daughter, so stop blaming me so much.
Stop acting like the tragic father. You're making me sick.
Why would you say such things?
Your mother had me realize you were lying, so I hired a detective to look into everything.
What did you find out?
You murdered your own daughter.
No way! My son may be an idiot, but he would never...
I'm sorry, Vicky, but it's time to face reality.
Do you have any proof? That detective couldn't have seen me do it.
That sounds almost like a confession.
No, I would never do that. It was an accident.
You told your new girlfriend that you got rid of your daughter. I have it all on the record.
New girlfriend? You cheated on your wife again?
Yes, this idiot is cheating on his wife again.
I admit I cheated on Genevieve, but I didn't commit murder. It's just a made-up story I told her. There is no way that's true.
That's for the police to find out.
You called the police?
Of course. Hearing your mother explain about Julia, it made me feel like there was something hidden behind the story. Child abandonment and a child who listens too well for her age. You and your wife treated Julia like a slave, didn't you?
Come to think of it, she was much skinnier than the other kids around her age. I thought it was just an individual difference.
Are you kidding me? There's no way we were treating her like a slave. She just had a small appetite and was smarter than other kids.
If the parents discipline their children well enough, surely they will learn to listen to adults. But no kid can grow up to be like that without any proper parenting. Unless they were threatened in any way.
You've never raised a child, so what do you know?
You're right. I've never raised a kid. But I've been a kid once.
Stop talking nonsense.
Vicky, did you ever see any bruises or scars on Julia?
I don't think there were any noticeable scars.
You're accusing me of violence? I would never hurt my own daughter.
Did you look at the soles of her feet? You said the way she walked was weird.
She always wore socks, so I never saw them. But when I saw them after she passed away, they were covered in bruises and scratches. I thought it was from the accident, but...
I see. Maybe they were targeting parts of the body where other people couldn't see.
Hey, don't make crazy assumptions.
I'll ask the kindergarten teachers. I'm sure they had water play activities during the summer. They might know something.
Don't.
Why would you want to stop her? Are my assumptions right?
It's all her fault. No matter how awfully we treat her or how much we scold her, she would always say, "I love you, Mommy and Daddy."
So you thought you could hurt her?
If she loves us so much, she can endure whatever we do to her.
Shut up, you heartless idiot!
What?
It's natural for children to love their parents. No matter how terrible their parents are, they mean the world to them. But adults who take advantage of those feelings are just demons.
Mom?
I raised you with love, but how cannot you understand this?
I'm sorry.
Not to me. Apologize to Julia. But I guess it's too late now.
Why did you do this? If you wanted to be with your new girlfriend, You could have just divorced Genevieve.
I didn't have any money. I couldn't pay any child support even if she asked for it, so I thought I'd just eliminate her.
Why don't you have any money?
Genevieve lavishes money, so we ran out of savings in a heartbeat.
Still, if you got a divorce, she wouldn't be able to spend your money anymore. If you had a job, you could have at least paid child support.
I don't have a job now.
You quit the company you've been working for all these years? Why?
Genevieve and I sold our bank accounts for quick cash. The bank found out and the police caught us. I got fired from the company, and I can't open an account at any bank now. I can't even find a new job.
I can't believe you were that stupid.
That's why you asked me to hand over $100K in person, instead of transferring the money to your bank account.
$100K? Why are you asking Talia to pay you such money?
It was for the funeral. Talia earns a fortune, so I thought she would pay me the money if I threatened her a bit.
You should have asked me first. Besides, it was just a regular funeral. $10K should be enough to cover it.
I thought I'd use the rest to pay off my debts.
You're beyond help. I just got off the phone with the police. They finished checking the security footage at the intersection. I told them you were at West Park, so they'll catch you soon enough.
I don't want to be caught.
Pay for your sins. What you did can never be undone, but the least you can do is to reflect on your actions.
Yeah, I murdered my sweet child Julia, who loved me, even when I never did anything to deserve her love. I did the most unforgivable thing.
I'll tell you one last thing.
What is it?
The flower meanings of Julia's favorite flowers. Clover is vengeance. Lobelia is malice. Carnation is contempt. And hydrangea is cruelty.
Oh.
And the black lily, which she loved most, is curse.
I assume these were Julia's true feelings towards you.
Later on, Tucker got 30 years in prison for murder. He will spend the rest of his life paying off the remaining $80K in debts and $20K as for the alimony to Genevieve. With Julia's curse, I'm sure his life will be hell. I sincerely wish for Julia's soul to rest in peace. Thank you for watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, please let us know what you think in the comment section below. Please subscribe to our channel. Your ratings and comments will help us in the future. We also have many other inspirational videos. Please take a look at the videos on our channel. See you in the next video.